So there is something that we should all stop doing. And I am putting myself into this category as well. This video is actually a message to me as well. And here it is. Right here right now, we're all constantly looking at this device. We're looking at our phones and looking at our crypto.com account or Coinbase account or KuCoin account, or we're looking at our MetaMask or a Trust Wallet accounts, and we're constantly looking at what is going on with our crypto because we're all a little bit stressed. That's where we're at, right? I mean, let's just call it what it is. And we should all stop doing that a little bit, but I'm actually going to give you some reasons why we should all stop doing that. And I'm going to ask you a question to ask yourself that might help ease a little bit of that frustration and that anxiety and fear in kind of where you're at right now, because sometimes you got to say this to yourself. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's take a look at what's going on in the overall crypto market right now. We all know that the crypto market has fallen below $1 trillion in market capitalization. We're at 964 billion. We all know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now that is negative, that is impacting crypto. It's impacting stocks and all this kind of stuff. You can see right here now that as of the recording of this video, that the Dow futures and the Nasdaq futures are down dramatically. We had Friday of last week, the Chairman Powell, who's the chairman of the Federal Reserve, come out and said there's going to be, quote, more pain ahead as the Fed fights to bring down inflation. And it is inflation that has been the centerpiece and the main story in the entirety of 2022. Okay. And in my opinion, it is inflation that it took us for north of a $2 trillion market cap to less than $1 trillion. Now, yes, there's been also the Russia-Ukraine war and the fallout to our, millions and millions of people from that. We've had the continued ramifications and fallout of COVID. We're just still dealing with the fallout of COVID and impacting our lives and all that kind of stuff. And at the end of the day, it's inflation here in the United States and inflation worldwide that is really, impacted everything. And within that, you have all this kind of fear and doubt that comes into play when all we ever see or hear, right, is negative. And by the way, the media, everywhere you turn on your TV, you go on the internet, or however you get your news, it's usually bad. Right here, right now, fear of recession, all those kind of things. So here's what it is. So you're like, all right, Austin, well, you've kind of depressed me. Where are you going with this? So here's where I'm going with this. So here's the question to ask yourself. Okay. Do you believe that crypto at some point in the future, maybe early mid 2023 or into 24 and or into 25 and 26, do you believe that the crypto market's going to get bigger? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then you may want to rethink being in crypto. Oh, by the way, you may want to rethink being in stocks or any business. I think we're still got a lot of volatility over there as well. But if you believe, and by the way, this is not investing advice, right? If you believe that the crypto market capitalization, i.e. said a different way, that the market's going to get bigger, if you believe it's going to get bigger at some point in time, then you have to ask yourself, am I okay waiting? Am I okay, continuing to ride on this roller coaster? And if the answer is yes, then literally kind of go, I'm in it. I'm in for the long haul. I'm not going to stress as much. Yeah, I'm going to look at my phone. I'm going to look at my accounts, but I'm really not going to stress. And then wrapped around that, I talk about this in a lot of videos, have a plan. Every single coin, every single token that you're in, look at what your cost basis is. What'd you buy it for? And look at, say, okay, you know what? I bought Ethereum, or I bought Cardano, or I bought Shiba Inu for this number, and I want to make 30%, 40%, 50% on that investment. And that means I need to sell it when it gets to that number. Simply doing that gives you some relief and some, relief as far as kind of the emotional baggage and stress that's associated with it. Simply that. Okay. Because then you're like, I'm in it. I started here. I'm in it till there. And I'm going to ride it. Okay. This is not financial advice, but don't sell and take a loss if you don't have to. If you don't need the money, then just say, you know what? I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to kind of because here's the thing. We're all in this roller coaster together. And this ride is going to continue to be rocky for a while. Okay. We've got inflation that's not going to go away tomorrow. Like I showed you in that Chairman Powell, story, it's not going to change tomorrow. It's not going to change anytime in the near future, short term. It is going to get better at some point, probably early to mid 2023, but just stop. And I'm saying that to myself too, guys. Okay. So I realize that you can't stop all the time, but maybe try to reduce some of that stress and pressure. Pressure. There you go. I'll see you. Thank you. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. I'll see you. Take care.